Welcome to Trending Update USA, this is Stefan, and right now all eyes are locked on Melbourne as the Australian Open 2026 delivers a showdown that has the entire tennis world buzzing, Coco Gauff vs Karolina Muchova, a match that feels bigger than a single round, bigger than rankings, and bigger than predictions. Under the bright lights of Rod Laver Arena, the atmosphere is electric, the crowd is restless, and the sense of anticipation is unmistakable. This is the kind of night tennis fans live for, where every point feels heavy with meaning and every rally carries the potential to shift the story of the tournament. Coco Gauff walks onto the court with the confidence of a player who knows she belongs on this stage. Still young, yet already seasoned by deep Grand Slam runs, pressure-packed finals, and the relentless spotlight that follows her everywhere she goes, Goff carries herself with calm focus. Her journey to this moment has been shaped by expectations from an early age, but what stands out now is not the hype, but the substance of her game. Her serve has grown more reliable, her forehand more aggressive, and her mental toughness more visible with every passing season. This Australian Open represents another opportunity for her to prove that she is not just a star of the future, but a force of the present. Across the net stands Karolina Muchova, a player who may not command the same headlines but commands deep respect within the tennis world. Muchova's game is built on variety, intelligence, and a deep understanding of how to dismantle opponents piece by piece. She does not overwhelm with raw power alone, but with timing, angles, and the ability to change pace in ways that frustrate even the most explosive players. For Muchova, matches like this are opportunities to remind everyone that tennis is not only about strength, but about thinking, adapting, and staying composed when the pressure is highest. From the opening games, the contrast in styles is immediately clear. Goff looks to dictate with her serve and forehand, stepping into the court and pushing Muchova back, testing her defense early. The American's athleticism is on full display as she tracks down balls that seem destined for winners, turning defense into offense in a flash. The crowd responds with roars of approval, feeding off Goff's energy and intensity. Each point won feels like a statement of intent, a message that she is here to control the narrative. Muchova, however, refuses to be rushed. She absorbs the pace, uses her slice to keep the ball low, and begins to draw Goff into longer rallies. With subtle changes in spin and depth, she disrupts the rhythm that Goff is trying to establish. A perfectly timed drop shot here, a sharp angle there, and suddenly the match takes on a different texture. Muchova's calm demeanor contrasts sharply with the intensity around her, and that calm becomes a weapon in itself. As the first set develops, momentum shifts back and forth. Goff breaks serve with a burst of aggressive returns, only for Muchova to respond with resilience, breaking back through patient construction and clever placement. Neither player gives an inch, and the tension builds with every game. The rallies grow longer, the points more physical, and the crowd senses that this is not going to be a quick or straightforward affair. This is a battle that will demand not only physical endurance, but mental strength. Goff's movement is exceptional, her ability to slide into shots and recover quickly allowing her to stay in points that most players would concede. She uses her speed to cover the court, forcing Muchova to hit extra shots and increasing the margin for error. At the same time, Muchova's anticipation allows her to read Goff's intentions, cutting off angles and stepping into the court when opportunities arise. The chess match between power and precision unfolds point by point. As the match progresses, the pressure intensifies. Goff shows flashes of frustration after narrowly missing lines or seeing winners come back, but she quickly regroups, bouncing the ball, taking deep breaths, and refocusing. This ability to reset is one of the hallmarks of her maturity as a player. Muchova remains steady, rarely showing emotion, trusting her game plan and waiting for the right moments to strike. The second set begins with renewed intensity. Goff raises her level, serving with greater accuracy and attacking the net more frequently. Her willingness to finish points early shows confidence in her all-court game, a sign of growth that does not go unnoticed. The crowd rallies behind her, sensing that this could be the moment where she pulls away. But Muchova has other ideas. She continues to vary her shots, forcing Goff to think, to adjust, to stay patient even when the temptation to go for too much arises. Long rallies become the norm, each one a test of endurance and concentration. Sweat drips, legs burn, and yet neither player backs down. This is Grand Slam tennis at its finest, where the physical and mental demands reach their peak. Every break point is fought over fiercely, every hold of serve celebrated with visible relief. As the match moves deeper, the narrative expands beyond the court. Fans around the world follow every update, every clip, every reaction, knowing that moments like these define careers. Social media buzzes with debates about tactics, predictions about the outcome, and admiration for the quality on display. This is not just a match, it is a shared global experience, a reminder of why tennis captivates millions. Goff's belief becomes increasingly evident as the pressure mounts. On big points, she trusts her instincts, going after her shots rather than playing it safe. This courage pays off in crucial moments, earning her points that swing momentum and ignite the crowd. Muchova responds with intelligence, choosing when to defend and when to attack, conserving energy where possible and striking decisively when openings appear. Fatigue begins to creep in, but so does determination. Goff digs deep, using her athleticism to extend rallies and her improved shot selection to finish points efficiently. Muchova counters with variety, shortening points with net approaches and using her touch to keep Goff off balance. The match becomes a test of who can execute under the heaviest pressure. As the final stages approach, the tension is palpable. The crowd falls silent between points, then erupts at the slightest shift in momentum. Every shot carries weight, every decision could be decisive. This is where champions are forged, in moments where the body is tired but the mind must remain sharp. Goff takes a moment before serving, eyes focused, breathing steady. Muchova stands ready, alert, prepared to react. The rallies that follow are intense, filled with pace, spin, and tactical nuance. Neither player wants to blink first. The margin for error shrinks, and the quality rises even higher. When the final games arrive, the match reaches its emotional peak. The crowd senses the significance of what they are witnessing, a contest that showcases the very best of women's tennis. Regardless of the scoreline, both players have delivered a performance worthy of the occasion, pushing each other to their limits and offering fans a match to remember. As the last points are played, applause fills the stadium, acknowledging not just the winner, but the spectacle itself. Coco Gauff stands as a symbol of the sport's bright future, her power, athleticism, and resilience shining on one of tennis's biggest stages. Karolina Muchova stands as a testament to intelligence, versatility, and quiet determination, reminding everyone that there are many paths to excellence in this game. This match at the Australian Open 2026 will be remembered not just for its result, but for its quality, its drama, and its demonstration of what makes tennis special. It is a reminder that Grand Slams are about more than trophies, they are about moments, battles, and stories that linger long after the final ball is struck. This is Trending Update USA, I'm Stefan, and what we witnessed tonight between Coco Gauff and Karolina Muchova was not just a tennis match, but a statement about the depth, excitement, and future of women's tennis, a night in Melbourne that fans around the world will be talking about for a long time to come.